Let me tell you girls, as long as you're a woman, there are people who will have their eyes fixed on your uterus, on your womb, on your body. From the day a girl is born, people are already measuring her, trying to put her in the status quo. Hi people, welcome to this episode of the Coach J Thyna show. In this particular episode, I'll be sharing with you guys the things people said to me because I had cesarean section. And this is to prepare you guys. People are going to say certain things about your body, and I want to tell you that you are not alone. You are not alone as a woman. If you are currently believing God for a child, or you already have a child, or you are believing for more children, or you are even single, I want you to know that people will always talk, and I'm only sharing this particular part of my story because I know that it will bless you and prepare you for when people will talk, because they will definitely talk. The first thing that someone said to me because I had CS, every time I think of this, I think of the people that are going to be like, someone actually said that to you. Someone told me when I was in the hospital, so I just giving birth, the next day after I gave birth, someone told me that, women that have to give birth with CS, God did not create them like women. God created them like men. So when it's time for the baby's head to come out of the vagina, the baby will not want to come out because the mother is not built like a woman. And I was thinking, so if someone has cesarean section, she's built like a man, then how did she get pregnant? Do men get pregnant? So the truth is, people are going to say things about you, and if you're African, I want you to be ready, because here in the Western world, they see CS as a normal thing, like, you sacrifice your body to bring your child into the world. That's what we do as mothers anyway. For instance, when we went to do our baby's circumcision, a man that is about 90 is that emotionally sensitive to see, I better wait down the stairs for her to finish walking gently, and then when he saw me, he said, "You had CS, right?" And I said yes, and he was like, "Bless you, bless you, bless you." But you see, some Africans at the hospital, they said many things to my face and even behind me. Let me give you guys an instance. My husband went to pick up water for me at the hospital or so, and one woman said, "Wear your thing now. Me, I had twins. I use CS. So you can get up and wear your thing that you want to wear." And my husband came in and said, "No, please, don't compare my wife to you. You don't know what she's going through. Don't say that because you had CS, so she should just jump up and fly up." I was just seeing how it was our own people. And this is not to spite anyone, but I just want you guys to be emotionally ready for what people will say when you get married, when you have a child. So I got a lot of things like, I did CS. CS is nothing, right? And then the people who did not do the so-called CS were just judging, saying women are built like men who have CS. That's the first thing. Now, the second thing someone said to me is that I had it tough in the hospital because I was dancing on Instagram when I was pregnant. It's funny how people who claim to know God are so ignorant of the power of God. Unbelievers, people who have never prayed, will get pregnant, post that they're pregnant, post them in the labor room, and deliver safely. Christians will say some people can attack them just because they posted their pregnancy. If you are under that lie, please come out of it. The enemy cannot do anything to you if you wear your clothes and go out and you're a pregnant woman. Do you hide from people when you're walking on the road? You don't hide. So why do you need to hide from people on the internet? So she said it to my face, and it's usually women who are very tough on other women. It's just sad. So she said, "That's why when you were posting your pregnancy, I was like, good though. That's why I had CS." Really? And I'm sharing this again with you guys just so that you will be ready to fight. One comedian was sharing how she just gave birth to her first son at the time, and she was sharing this on Instagram that her church member came and was like, you, I say your faith go fit help you born. I say you go born like Hebrew women. And she said that she was so broken that somebody could say a thing like that to her, like, I say you go fit born like Hebrew women. Do you even know the story of the real Hebrew woman? Go and read what it says. I don't want to go into that. I might make a whole video about the Hebrew birth. It has nothing to do with giving birth fast. At that time, the king wanted them to kill the children they were giving birth to, and so the midwives will quickly give birth to them and take them out. People were not aware of when those women will go into labor and push. That was what was happening then with the Hebrews. So let's not even let anyone lie to us. So she said this, and she said she was really, really broken, getting belittled by a fellow Christian. Let's not be the enemy's tactic to crumble his children's emotion. I have seen many women share their story. In fact, one reverend was sharing how after she gave birth with CS, her husband said to her, "This one that you have given birth now and you're fat like this, I need to make sure I buy you a big popcorn machine and a big TV so that you stay at home and be watching TV and eating popcorn." When she said it, my husband and I, our mouths dropped. We're like, our reaction was the same. That was how shocked we were. Her own husband, because of cesarean section. So a lot of people are even afraid. Once the doctors say, wow, to save the baby we need to do CS, they'll be afraid. No. Do you know that this stereotype affected me when I gave birth as well? I was actually ashamed to tell my family that I had CS, but God told me, it's your family. In fact, tell them and see how they will respond. And when I told my siblings and my family, I saw how they responded with so much love and no judgment, like it's your fault. Who says that? This is a matter of life and death. Like, they don't just tear you up because they have scissors. They tear you up to save the life of your child. So when that woman said that thing to me, that I had CS because I posted my pregnancy, I laughed, because I know a woman many years ago who did not have Instagram, did not post her pregnancy, but died while having the baby. What happened? Is it Instagram that caused it? So you see that people will always want to fault you for being a woman. So I just looked away. I didn't say, really? I didn't say, What I did after them was to limit communication with that person who said that thing. And of course, the third thing that another person said because I had CS was that I was enjoying too much. These are real. My husband is behind the camera and he experienced everything with me, so I wouldn't give you guys story that is not real. She said to me that every time you go, they chop, they go live, they live life, they enjoy yourself. And I was thinking, so she said, now make your baby big. That's why your child was big. And I was thinking, do you really have to tell me this? My child is not even 1 month old. And I'm already hearing that I enjoyed too much. I lived my best life. I went out on date nights with my husband. That's why I'm having CS. Really? I want you guys to know, because every time I come here, I look all strong and all put together. I have also had to go through some heavy things that people said to me. But guess what? God never said anything horrible to me, and that's the person that I value his opinion the most. That's the person who said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. And so if you will ever be in a situation where you need to get cesarean section, don't even blink an eye. Book your cesarean section and have your baby, because what matters is when you hold your child in your hand. Right there, when I was sulking and feeling bad that I couldn't push, someone came there and was asking for her child's death certificate. Death, not birth. And my husband and I looked at ourselves and said, we have to be grateful. People are going through things. You came to the hospital to give birth and you're not going home with your child, yet you're asking for death certificate. So those of us who have the option, don't even blink an eye and don't mind anyone who has anything to say. If you've already had C-section, own it. Your body is powerful. That's why they can open it and sew it back up and you can heal and become like nothing ever happened. You stretched so much for 9 months and your body came back together. It's only God that does miracles like that. It's never by our power. Own it. Alright, so many other silly things people said, I can't even remember, but these three, I know that people hear this a lot when they are told it's their fault, when they are told that they're not built like men, all those flimsy reasons why women should not have cesarean section. Trust me, there is nothing wrong with it. And after you have your baby, thank God for going on that very far journey and coming back alive, mother and child. I will see you in the next episode. Until then, remain beautiful, remain on fire, live your best life. Don't think of people's opinion. The most important person loves you and he will never leave you. He will never look away from you. He will never abandon you. He will always stretch his hands towards you to lift you and help you in every situation. I love you with the love of God. Coach J Thyna signing out. Bye-bye.